where he publicly prostrated to the senator representing Edo North Senatorial District, the former governor of the state, the former national chairman of the APC, Senator Adams Oshiomhole. Now, Tᴏɪᴛᴛᴇʀ had not officially left the PDP, because if he's coming to now, there is Senator Monday Okpebholo, the candidate of the APC. There is Answer Ighodalo, the candidate of the PDP. There is the former president of the Nigerian Bar Association, Olumide Akpata, the candidate of the Labour Party. But I want to ask you, as a citizen or as an indigenous of Edo State, how important is the conversation of issue based in this whole manifesto? Day before yesterday, I watched the deputy governorship candidate of the APC addressing a stakeholders meeting, and they were just talking about how they would probe this outgoing administration, how this administration demolished hospital to build car park, and I'm like, I can't find the issues in this conversation. Are you worried also?
Absolutely, I'm more than worried, because like I told you, I'm not just a concerned citizen. I'm someone who is heavily invested by interest, my business interest, my professional career has been invested here in Edo State, for over a decade. So it worries me, the kind of conversation that we are having when it comes to elections. That may go through some basic, tests, capability tests, because test the competence. So however, when it comes to the issue of selecting who becomes governor or who assumes the position of authority and leadership, people will tell you it does not matter. They will tell you his educational progress or qualification does not matter. They will tell you his sagacity does not matter. They will tell you his character does not matter. They will tell you his work experience does not matter. And we are saying we are very to say no. The conversation when we first elected Adam Oshiomhole to become governor in Edo State, a lot of people, moved towards his direction because he was coming with a very strong character and capacity as a former NFP president. People believe that he was treated towards the left, and his philosophical meaning was that of I'm not president, because believe that he had a people-friendly policy and organization. And that man was gifted with the gift of oratory. He could wow every crowd and speak his mind eloquently. You
don't wake up to be the NLC chairman without being.
It is mind-boggling that same man will not start telling us that it does not matter that anybody with budget does not need to even have a permanent school living certificate, does not even need to have run a study. That for me is very interesting. And I've asked all the candidates, and mind you, we have more than 17 political parties who are still candidates in this election. And we have asked all of them, here is your manifesto. As of today, are you not surprised that for example, the Labour Party candidate is nowhere to be found? He has been running away from having media engagement. He has been running away from town hall meetings, from professionals. The NBA in Benin organized a law week, and they extended invites to all the leading candidates in this election. So this candidates need to show up, because they could not stand the heat of cross-examination. They didn't want to come and interact with the lawyers to come and tell us their policy choice as far as the judiciary or the judiciary is concerned. That for me is very worrisome. The only person who to me has shown the level of seriousness is even the candidate on the PDP. He has lost his own manifesto, and he has been telling the 119 wards in the state to come and engage with lawyers, with doctors, with teachers, with medicine, so they can ask him questions, interrogate him, so they can have obtain some sort of commitment from him that they can use to judge his leadership even under the office. That for me is the issue. We must talk about the issues of our budget, the issue of our IDRA, the issue of unemployment, the issue of ensuring security in our state. These are the issues. All these people come to tell you that they want to they get the government, they want to do things, they want to share money, they want to take care. Imagine a candidate from the APC telling me that people electing our government. That for us is very, because although people are very enlightened, we have one of the highest level of educated citizenry in the entire country. There is no way after we have elected a central class as government in the case of the democracy, we now now want to now hand over the reins of power to somebody who cannot even spell his name. That for us is very critical. As I told you, the irreducible minimum in this election is we must look at where you're coming from. We must look at your antecedents. If you say you have worked in some worked somewhere before, we need to know how you felt in that organization. If you say you went to school, we must go to that school and check what were your grades, how did you do in school. We must ask questions. And again, what is even more interesting in this election is that people now believe that it is the turn of the those central people.
Barrister Dennis, please hold your thoughts. I was going into the issue of zoning, so maybe I should just lead us into it. That's Answer Igodalo is from Edo Central. Apata is from Edo South. So, as a build-up to the primaries of join me on the show, and one of the things he said is that the people of Edo Central want to have a shot at the seat of power that did not have it since the state became what it is today. He gave an instance. He talked about, loop-sided development. I've been privileged to be in Edo State, to be in Benin a couple of times. I can tell you for a fact that the state needs, most importantly, in terms of security. I came into Edo State a couple of years back in the night, and I got stuck at the park because I came by road, and I was told that this place I'm staying is not safe. I'm talking about after 9, and I'm like, okay. This is supposed to be the capital of a big state like Edo State. So issues of security is really paramount. There's been, almost on monthly basis, there are cases of court-related issues, whether from Auchipoli or from University of Benin. There are always issues left and right. So it's a big headache for who becomes the governor. However, let's come back to the zoning conversation. Does the zoning conversation override the 3 C's that you've asked for? What if the candidate that is coming from any of these zones don't exactly possess all of these 3 qualities that you think the other people are looking for? How do you gauge these expectations, Barrister Dennis?
You asked a very fundamental question. For me, yes, the zoning factor is a major factor in
makes sense.
The current governor of the state is from the same district where I'm from. He's from the Benin-speaking part of the state. The former governor and the current senator of Edo North, Sɪᴛᴜᴜ was from Edo North, right? And he was governor for 8 years. The only person who, in our recent history or recent past, that took a shot at becoming governor was Professor
Oᴘᴜᴜ, and he was removed.
He was only governor for 18 months or so. All right, he couldn't even exhaust 4 years of the tenure. So there is a coalition of thought in Edo State to say that it's only fair that if the governor currently from Edo South, it will not be fair for him to now hand over to his king and kinsmen from the same district who the Labour Party represents. The Labour Party is not just from Edo South, it's not just a Benin man, it's also a cousin, it's not a family inheritance, it's a family business. It's only fair, even though we now agree that we have consensus that the zoning formula should favor Edo Central. Should it be for any Tom, Dick and Harry from Edo Central? The answer is no. But we must now begin to microzone to the issues of the 3 things that people about. We must look at the competence of that person. We must look at the character of that person. We must look at his capacity. So, I'm important because there must be a sense Edo State stands on a tripod. There must be the issue of equity, fairness, and justice, right? That goes across the 3 districts. So the same arrangement that favored Sɪᴛᴜᴜ because he was from Edo North, right? And that arrangement at that time favored him. The same argument also favored the current governor from Edo South. That same argument was made by way of this
favor Edo Central.
Our brother from Edo Central because what is good for the Jews is good for the Ghana. However, while we have not agreed that zoning is paramount, it's important. However, beyond zoning, we must not look at the 3 C's. Those 3 C's are equally as important as the zoning arrangement. We must look at the 2 leading candidates from Edo Central and then place them side by side. Look at their educational background. Look at their experience in terms of workplace experience. Look at their capacity to relate to their people. Look at to begin to explain some of these candidates looking at them one by one.
Yeah, we will do that.
We will be able to compare without missing words, because it is very important. We all know what we are going through right now for the economy of the country. The economy is in that shape. We cannot afford to hand over the reins of government to somebody who has no idea as to how to run the business. We cannot afford to give the state to somebody who has no idea on how to read figures or budget. We cannot give the state to somebody who cannot raise revenue, who cannot think outside the box. We cannot. We cannot give the state to somebody who has run away from debate or media engagement. I'm challenging you today. I'm giving you this fact. Try and invite all the candidates of all the political parties. You can be rest assured that two will come. One will say they will not come. I can almost bet my money on it that one person of the front-line candidate will not show up. Even when you place $1 million bet on the chair, it will not come. Why? Why are you afraid to engage with the people? Why are you afraid? So these are the questions that we have been asking, because we cannot continue to be governed by proxy, by somebody who have little or no idea as to what to do when they come to power. We cannot. We must test you. We must ask you those critical questions that you are running. Look at the figures and the part of figures that are ground here in the state.
Barrister Osanetti, we're going to, in a way, I hope I won't run into trouble with my station, but then so that it won't be like we're campaigning, but you're going to give us slight profile. Like we know that this contest is majorly, please, in context, make solidate power, because they're in government at the moment. The Labour Party said, the APC rather said they want to reclaim power because they were in government before. The Labour Party says they want to. All of these political parties are three strong pillars with heavy backings in terms of their numbers, in terms of the acceptance and the popularity of all of their candidates. I've been following the movement and the rallies of Mr. Olumide, and whether you like it or not, is someone that is moving into the nooks and crannies of Edo State. Senator Monday Okpebholo is a serving senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, so he has a huge stake in the political conversation of Edo State. There is the WဃSoᴛsAᴘᴘ factor, the former chairman of the party at the federal level, the former governor of the state, and a serving senator as well. Now there is the talk of the PDP. The outgoing governor was in the APC, now in the PDP. So I really needed to put you in that context so that you would know. The election in Edo State is a big deal because of how important Edo State is to the political formation of this country. But can you just quickly flash us through the profile of all of these people? And if I happen to be an indigenous of Edo State that is based in Lagos, but I want to go and exercise my franchise next month, and I've not been able to speak to Olumide Akpata, I've not been able to speak to Senator Monday Okpebholo, I've not been able to speak to Answer Ighodalo. Can you tell me what I'm looking for in any of these candidates that could help me to form my political decision next month?
Yes, I will start with like I told you, we have over 17 or so
political parties.
That's why I don't like to be speaking to just these three frontline candidates. But the facts are there, that these are the three frontline. Probably because they have the structure, they have the resources, and they are very visible. Why? Because for example, the Labour Party candidate was one time the president of the NBA, right? And that is not a myth. That's supposed.
Barrister Dennis, sorry, that's supposed to be your own comfort zone, by the way. I mean, he's a colleague.
That was my colleague too. So he's one time NBA president, and that for us is a very huge platform. And like I told you, however, the only problem he has with some of us is that the government. So it's a family affair. The governor right now has done 8 years. It's only fair that you give this slot to some other zone. And I will tell you for free that before we don't give respect to him before Olumide Akpata became the national candidate of the Labour Party, he became the NBA president as a product of his zoning arrangement in the NBA. I checked on this. He became the NBA president.
I followed that election.
Yes, it was because of his zoning arrangement to the NBA. So you cannot on one hand benefit from his zoning formula, and on the other hand you want to make it silly. So that's for us. It's a moral question that Olumide will have to answer whether now or in the nearest future. And that for me is a major factor in this election. People are saying, man, what is fair is fair. If you are has benefited from the zoning arrangement at the level of the NBA, why are you not saying that we should not also zone the arrangement, follow the zoning arrangement here in the state? So these are issues. And then secondly, the issue of the obedience movement. The obedience movement is not an extension of the Labour Party. The reason why it will be won in the state as a landslide victory in the state was because of effective platform called the obedience movement. Right? And that obedience movement right now has clearly shown that they are not a member of the Labour Party movement. They are even openly declaring their support for one of the aspirants in another political party in the state. Right now, we have the obedience movement saying that they are not supporting Oluwole. That is a major stance in this election, right? So let me not dwell so much in him because I know he's a big brother and I respect him so much. However, we must be bold enough to tell him the truth that you cannot just be, your brother or your cousin cannot be finishing from as governor
and then you want to take over
from him. It's not fair. It's not fair. We must be able to tell ourselves the truth. So he should go and wait for his time. When he now come back to this style, then they will consider him. Then for the APC candidate, I think he is a major contender here, right? Because he's a senator that you have alluded to, and some sort of he had federal might to try around. They are banding federal might to say that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has promised to give a state to them, and that is their major. Even when the man is not campaigning, even when he's not engaging with the press, even when people don't know where he is, don't know what his manifestos are or what his promises, what the plans of his campaign are, he keeps trying to use to win this election. Because quoting the current president that if he was elected, he was going to give Edo State back to the APC. But Edo State is not a CF zone. It's not an extension of Lagos State. We have said that over and over again.
We will still come back to that conversation. But finish what you are saying.
And then for an extension of Lagos State. So therefore, the president, God will respect, cannot give Edo to anybody. He cannot.
Only Edo people can decide that.
Absolutely, and people must be allowed. What we are calling on INEC, that INEC must remain the umpire that they are. They must create a level playing field for everybody. So that people will have confidence in the process. Going back to the issue of pedigree, yes, we have been asking this question, like we have been asking, where have you worked in the past? You said you were running a company. We have asked you, what is the address of this company? You said you were home where? We asked him, where is the address of this company? So I can go and Google. So they committed his INEC form. I did a search in INEC. What did I find? It did not state any last place of employment. It sees it as meal. You can go and fact-check me. It's form in INEC. It said meal. When he was asked where was the last place he worked, he said meal. It didn't finish that meal. And mind you, this is just a man that has lived all his life in Jos. So when the other members are telling you that you need an own boy, I just laugh for him not to become governor of the state. So that all means that those people are very enlightened. They don't care where you come from. So long as you are endowed by birth, you are endowed by blood, and you reason and think like them, and you have the solutions to your problems, they will vote for you regardless of where you come from. So that for me is a discouraging factor for the APC candidate. And we are continuing to ask him, what was flexible?
Yes, he tried to challenge to the APC candidate, and there were a lot of backers.
Tomorrow they have refused to honor that invitation. The question is, why is a man who is applying for the top job in the state refusing human
media engagement?
Why is he refusing media engagement? Because the media represents a cross section of the public. They are the cross section of the realm. So whatever they're going to ask you are going to be generated from the people, popular opinions and their research. So you must come for a job interview because you are encountered a job. And that for me is a disqualifying factor. Because a job has moved beyond that era of just voting out of sentiment. You must be able to fact check you, you must be able to check your background, check your qualification. In fact, what is even more mind-boggling is the level of academic qualification that they are bringing on board. While the party member is a renowned lawyer, who has over 20 or so years in practice, the APC candidate has not shown us even his medical educational certificate or qualification. And that for us is very worrisome. People are going to ask him, can you just show us your WAEC result? Let us be able to judge you at least, because after all, the minimum requirement of county government is your O-level certificate. Not so. We want to know what is your O-level. We need to see and be able to question how you even obtain your and when and where you obtain your O-level certificate. If tomorrow this person has refused to come out and engage us as a people, then that will not lead to the kind of the PDP, which for me, in my opinion, I'm not saying any on anybody. In my personal opinion, because I engage in theory of them, I believe very strongly that the PDP candidate appears to be the one who has been prepared for this job. Then now he found out one of the chocolate left end, one of the amount of that was something, he has worked hand in hand with the current governor. We understand the nuances of policy, formulation, and implementation. Clearly, we understand the job, we understand the dictates of this office. That is the man I feel appears to have the requisite qualification, and he is now being supported by the DᴏɪR arrangement. And he has shown clearly he has a degree in law, he has a degree in economics, and he has a very wide range of experiences.